It is exactly 2:51 a.m. John is realizing he is legally killing himself by trading 60 minutes of his life for a mere $18. The math is simple, but brutal. 8 hours of exhaustion for $144. Barely enough to cover the basic costs of survival. Before the money even hits his pocket, inflation, taxes, and bills snatch the majority away, leaving him with nothing but breadcrumbs for his precious time. Right across the street, a silent competitor is winning. An empty laundromat hums with mechanical life, generating profit while the owner is likely fast asleep. Those machines don't get tired. They don't complain. They earn $14 in 10 minutes, over and over, without a single human being present. The contrast is sharp. One side trades life for pennies, while the other side uses systems to capture wealth. John knows something has to change tonight. He considers a second job, maybe driving for an app, but he realizes that is just trading more of his finite time for more taxable income. According to Michael Gerber, true business survival depends on systems. If you have to be there to make money, you don't own a business, you own a job. Most people fail because they pick side hustles that require more physical labor. John decides he won't build a second job. He will build a machine. He starts with the ATM business. It requires some capital, but offers high automation. He negotiates a small corner in a busy local neighborhood barbershop. With $3,000 of his hard-earned savings, John installs his first silent employee. This machine will work 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Every time a customer withdraws cash, John earns a $3 transaction fee. It seems small, but these small wins start to accumulate very quickly. His total time commitment is now 30 minutes a week. The machine is effectively buying back his freedom, one $3 surcharge at a time. 100 transactions a month means $300 of profit. That is nearly 2 full shifts at his security job, earned while he slept. Encouraged by his first success, John looks for machine number 2. He finds a high-traffic spot in a local gym that lacks healthy snacks. Vending machines are a massive market, projected to hit $25 billion soon. It is the ultimate low-cost entry point for automated retail. He spends 1 hour of his day off stocking the machine. It is a physical task, but the payoff is a constant stream of digital payments. The machine handles the sales, the inventory tracking, and the payment processing. John has successfully duplicated himself without hiring a single human employee. Next, he moves into the digital realm with print on demand. This model requires almost no upfront capital, making it accessible to anyone with an idea. He doesn't need to buy shirts or a printing press. He simply uploads a design to a platform that handles everything from printing to shipping. When a customer buys his design, a third-party factory prints and ships it. John keeps the profit margin without ever touching the physical product. Because there is no inventory risk, the margins are incredible. John is learning that the most profitable businesses are often those that own no assets. The machines are working. ATM, vending, and POD are his 3 loyal soldiers. They don't take sick days and they never ask for a raise. Passive income isn't just a dream, it's a structural reality. He is finally breaking the chains of the hourly wage that kept him trapped for years. Time is passing, but for the first time in his life, time is working for John instead of against him. He is ready for the next level. He decides to turn his 5 years of security experience into a digital asset. He is moving from physical machines to the infinite world of information. He writes a comprehensive guide on home security. This digital product costs nothing to replicate and can be sold to thousands of people simultaneously. He also creates templates for small businesses to manage their risks. He is packaging his brain and selling it as a high-value automated solution. Scale is the key. Once the product is made, he can sell it 10,000 times without any additional work or cost. This is true leverage. However, digital products aren't magic. They require immense upfront effort to build quality. John spends weeks of his nights perfecting every single detail. He then builds an online course. By teaching others what he knows, he creates a 5th machine that generates value even when he is offline. His security guard experience is now a global asset. He has transformed his past boredom into a futuristic automated income stream that never sleeps. But then, the weight of information hits him. At 4 a.m., in the pouring rain, John feels the crushing pressure of choice and conflicting advice. He is paralyzed by analysis. One expert says vending machines are saturated, while another says they are the best investment of the decade. This is the death zone, where 90% of entrepreneurs quit. They become experts at research, but remain permanent amateurs at taking real action. He realizes that a perfect plan that you never start is worth nothing compared to a flawed plan that you actually execute with conviction. He stops watching and starts doing. He commits his savings to the first ATM, choosing action over the safety of endless, meaningless research. The decision is made. The paralysis is broken. Now, the small stream of income begins to turn into a powerful, unstoppable financial snowball. John isn't just making money. He is building a hierarchy of capital. Each machine feeds the next larger one, creating a loop of exponential growth. He moves into Airbnb rental arbitrage. He doesn't own the house. He simply rents it and manages it as a high-end, automated short-term rental. He uses software to automate everything. Guest communication, pricing adjustments, and cleaning schedules are all handled by a digital system he built. The system works perfectly. The cleaners are notified automatically when a guest checks out. John's presence is no longer required for the business to function. This single unit earns more than his entire full-time job. The arbitrage model allows him to scale rapidly without the massive debt of a mortgage. With the Airbnb profits, he returns to where it all started. He buys the laundromat across from his old job, completing his first major circle. Modern technology allows him to manage the entire shop from his phone. If a machine breaks, the app alerts him. He owns the spinning machines now. He finally reaches the ultimate goal: self-storage. This is the highest efficiency real estate, requiring almost zero staff and very low ongoing maintenance. Customers book online, receive their gate codes automatically, and move themselves in. It is a giant, physical version of a digital subscription service. He is no longer guarding other people's wealth. He is the owner of a fortress that protects his own financial future and family legacy. The day has come. John takes off the uniform for the last time. He is resigning from the world of trading time for a paycheck. A notification pops up. He just made $317 while he was asleep. That moment is the true definition of freedom. He doesn't have to be wealthy yet, but he is free. He has proven that money can be detached from his physical presence and time. He has shattered the 20-year-old myth that every dollar must be earned with a punch of a time card or a bead of sweat. The city is full of these machines. They are everywhere, hiding in plain sight, waiting for someone with the courage to own them. He sees the hustle differently now. He sees a world of people running on treadmills while he has built a vehicle that moves for him. 7 machines, 1 goal. They work in harmony, creating a wall of financial security that no single job could ever provide for him. Somewhere, it is 2:51 a.m. again. Another security guard is yawning, but John is sleeping while his bank account continues to grow. The machines don't care if you are there. They don't care if you are tired. They simply follow the system you built for them. John's journey wasn't about getting rich quick. It was about the slow, deliberate transition from being a component to being a creator. The sun rises on a new life, a life where your income is limited only by your systems, not by the hours in your day. John did it. He was a security guard with nothing but $18 an hour and a dream. If he can do it, so can you. Stop trading your life away. The time you spend working for a wage is time you will never get back. Start building your machine today. Remember the first step. It wasn't the storage facility. It was the $3,000 ATM. Small actions lead to massive, life-changing transformations. Build a system that survives without you. That is the only way to truly win the game of money and reclaim your time. Freedom is the destination, and these 7 machines are your roadmap. The only question remains, will you take the first step tonight? Choose the machine over the time clock. One is a cage, and the other is a key to a world you've only dreamed of. Your savings are seeds. Don't just save them. Plant them in automated systems that will grow into a forest of recurring income. Pass the knowledge forward. The more people who understand systems, the more freedom we all have to pursue our true passions. The climb is hard and the nights are long, but the view from the top of financial independence is worth every single sacrifice. Execution is everything. The world is full of brilliant thinkers who are broke. Be the person who actually pushes the start button. Opportunity is constant. It never stops, just like the machines. You just have to position yourself to catch the flow of capital. He is no longer a prisoner of the 2:51 a.m. shift. He is the architect of his own time and the master of his destiny. The ATM clicks, the machine drops, the guest checks in, and the money flows. This is the soundtrack of a life well lived. Your journey begins now. Don't let another night pass where you only work for money. Make money work for you, starting today. The story of John is over, but your story is just starting to be written. What will your first machine be? John did it, and now it is your turn. Which machine will you choose to build this week to finally claim your own financial freedom?